capture a bit of a funny angle, you're probably looking at me like on a slant because I have forgotten my car tripod and my camera is currently resting on my dashboard. Really hope it's safe and it's not just going to fly off. Probably is going to in a moment. But yeah, long time no speak. I've had, oh there we go, there's the first incident. Yeah, I've had, you could say, a little while off of YouTube. Do you know what, life's just been busy. I'm not going to go into the boring details of it, but yeah, like November was super busy. I had a holiday. That's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, I had a holiday. I've had lots of work events, busy with work, outside life, and sort of let the horses like take a little step back and have a break. Because I always feel like this time of year is always super busy anyway for me. Like it's Christmas, everyone's always busy at Christmas, aren't they? And I put you like right up the top of my dashboard, so I really hope you're not going anywhere now. Sorry, that was just too distractive for everyone. Yeah, so I just feel like this time of year, it's always the easier time of year to give the horses a bit of a break. January, February is like a quiet time of year when I get back into the swing of things, plan my year ahead, start getting the horses back into work. And that's why I haven't done Vlogmas. I'm really sorry I haven't done Vlogmas this year. And do you know what, when I'm looking back at videos, I do actually really miss it and think, oh, maybe I should have just done it and had a bit of fun. But it's a lot easier when you can sort of pre-record Vlogmas and be on top of it. I never get the chance to do that, especially in November. It's just always too busy. And December, yeah, I wouldn't. I put too much pressure on myself for Vlogmas. Like I remember last year, Christmas Eve, I was still editing and trying to get a vlog up. And it was so much stress. I thought this year I'm not going to do Vlogmas and I'm going to let the horses have some time off throughout Christmas. Because whilst I'm busy, they may as well have that time off rather than when I'm actually free. There's no point in them having, you know, like I may as well be riding back then. So yeah, the horses are pretty much having a nice bit of time off. Probably last time I was on YouTube was when I was competing Creme, I think. He's been really good since. I had a little lesson and stuff. But that's all over on my Instagram and TikTok. If you've got me on there, you would have seen. But yeah, apart from that, see, I think it's sort of since I went away, I've let Creme have some time off now. And he's a little woolly bear. He's not been clipped. I've left his hair on so that he stays nice and warm through the winter because he gets really cold, bless him. And I just feel like I'm not riding him right now. I'm not doing too much with him, even if I do ride him. There's no point making him all cold for nothing, do you know what I mean? And he's not itchy because he's got quite a thin coat. So he's a little hairy bear. Albie had a nice clip the other day. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that. Boo's a little fluffy bear, a big fluffy bear, like his hair's that thick. I'm still deciding whether to clip him or not because I don't know if to just let him be a little Shetland this year and not clip him, or if he's going to get too hot and sweaty and itchy, and if I do need to clip him. Haven't decided on that one yet. But yeah, currently we're on like the 12th of December, I think. It's a Thursday. I was actually out at a Christmas party last night for work again, so I'm feeling a bit tired, but I'm fine. But yeah, I'm literally just on the way to the yard. I'm a bit late today. It's 10:20, very late for me, but I got in at like midnight and I just overslept my alarm. To be honest, I did. For once, I never ever do that. But I woke up at 9, which is very late for me. So yeah, I'm on the way to the yard. I'm going to chuck the horses in the field and my mum's meeting me at the yard. This is why I thought I'd just pick the camera up today. She's like, do you know what, I'll take you along a few days. I've got a few bits coming up. Me and my mum are going to head to the feed shop and stock up on bedding because Albie's now on wood chip. So I need to stock up on lots of wood chip because they're literally, when it gets to Christmas, the wood chip like companies, well, like the companies I use, they shut, so then you get like a shortage of wood chip. So I'm trying to stock up and have loads in my storage. So going to stock up on there today and also obviously get some Bailey's horse feeds because the horses have run out as well. Come back, do all the chores. I think I'm gonna take my little dog for a walk. Yeah, and then I've also wanted to include in this vlog a little Q&A to end the year because I feel like I haven't done one of those in ages, and I thought, you know what, I get so many messages on Instagram like of different questions, and sometimes I don't get a chance to go back to them, sometimes I do, and then obviously other people haven't seen the response. So like, do you know what, I'm going to do a little Q&A on the vlog to end the year off, answer any questions that people want to know. And yeah, so that's what this vlog's going to be about, guys. Sorry it's not Vlogmas and it's not very Christmassy. I'm definitely going to make myself better next year. I'm going to prepare Vlogmas and I'm going to do something really fun. But yeah, this year's just not happened. But yeah, horses are having some time off throughout Christmas. I'll get back into it in January. They're loving their little holiday, bless them. They're good as ever. It's so cold in the UK. I'm freezing, and I've had enough of winter in the UK, to be honest. I've really had enough of mucking out, really had enough of the mud, but I'm not going to bore you with that anyway. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to like catch you up on, because it's been so long. And do you know what? I've really missed vlogging, really missed YouTube. It's one of my favourite platforms, and I've just pushed it to the back because obviously it's the more time consuming platform, just because you have to vlog, edit, upload. It's a bit different to Instagram, like as in, I mean, you do still have to make the content, edit and upload, but in a different way. But yeah, I've missed vlogging, and that's my New Year's resolution, is to be more active on here, even more like show more of my day-to-day life, not even just the horses. I mean, the horses are a massive part of my day-to-day life. My day doesn't start without the horses, so it wouldn't be possible to not show the horses. But yeah, I feel like I should show more of my life, because I like watching people's vlogs of their life. So everyone likes to be a bit nosy, don't they? Sorry, I'm just squeezing through a very tiny gap. Made it. Yeah, so just on the way to the yard. I'm nearly here now. Gonna get these horses out in the field. I know they're not gonna be very happy. They're gonna be banging that door at me. They're gonna be very cross, very, very cross. So yeah, let's chat in a bit. Morning. Hello. You alright? Hi, Buffy. Go in the field. Dirty eyes. Go in the field. Please ignore the state of me. I look so bad. Meanwhile, my heated gloves from TikTok shop, amazing. They heat up to 50 Celsius. They're so warm. Honestly, needed for the winter at the stables. I want to show you Albie's little hood. Bless him. Since he got clipped, he always gets so dirty, and like his forelock and face, it always gets filth of mud, and the top half of his mane. But I've got the full hood for Creme, but instead I've got the head hood. So it only goes to like here, so it's super easy to put on. It's so good. It's not an ad or anything, by the way, I'm just showing you. I bought this and I just want to show you. It only goes to here. It's so, so good. You stay clean now? So yeah, he stays nice and clean, and the top half of his mane stays clean, so I'm not forever like pulling out his mane when I'm trying to get the mud out. It's literally a lifesaver. And Creme's big hood's great, but it takes quite a long time to put on. So it's like a bit more of an effort, whereas this, you see how quick I put it on. I literally just put it over his face. I think I might just get this one for Creme, just because it's all I want to do is cover their face and the top part of their mane. Like, that's the only really sort of part I need to keep clean, because in the rug, I always leave my horses in rugs with necks anyway, so the neck comes up to where it stops. It's great. It was only, I think, like 30 quid, I think, £30, wasn't it? You really want to go out now, don't you? I'm just waiting for my mum to pick me up, so I'm gonna take them out when she gets here. So it shows little boo-boo. Look how fluffy he is and how big he is. He's so fat. No, he's not. He looks really, really fat right now, and I'm telling you, half of it is because of how thick this mane is, this coat is. You have no idea how thick it is, honestly. It's half of his weight. Like, it goes, look, it goes as deep as like nearly most of my finger. You look like a right mess. I need to decide whether I'm just gonna groom you and let you be a little fluffy bear, or actually clip you and make you look smart. He's got his little friend back. They love each other. It's with a love-hate relationship, isn't it? You're very naughty, aren't you? Oh, he's really trying to get that wheelbarrow on the floor. He's been trying, rubbing against it and everything. My goodness, the state of me. Already a palaver with the bedding situation. Like I told you earlier, the bedding sells out in December up until like February, because they shut. And I just rang my local food store and they were like, no bedding now until end of Jan. And I was like, okay then. But I found another shop a little bit further away that have got it, so I'm going to traipse there and stock up on as much as I can. I've got my dad's van, so hopefully I can put loads in it. He's so angry right now because he's like, Crem's gone out and I haven't. This is really taking the mick. So I need to get them out, but managed to do 2 of their beds, but 1 more to do. Winter's so fun. Love having horses in the winter. Time for the ponies to go out. Come on. Always up the front, aren't you? Off they go. Boo Boo's in his little field there. Cremmy's down there. And Albie's going to go meet him. The weather is so bad today. This is Albie's spot that he rolls in every single day. Thick mud. Like just absolutely no need to roll right there. Like there's all that grass you could roll on top of. So that's why he wears that hood. Oh, it's stunning, isn't it? That's also half the reason why I don't ride in these months, because I would be riding a muddy pig, basically. So that's that. Off he goes. Just pulling into the feed shop in Dad's van. Mum's driving. And I really hope that they have got this bed in, because they told me they did, but I'm not quite promising here, Mum. Oh, they have. There it is.
Over here. Is it?
Yeah, no, you need to park. It's a bit misty. You need to park. No, you need to park over there where the cars are. Yeah. So cute. It's like horse girl heaven in here. If you're like me, like, I'm obsessed with buckets. My mum always says it to me, any shop I go to, even if I go to like a non-horsey shop and I see buckets, I'm like, I need a new bucket. But I came to this shop once and they had like these nude, oh my god, I look so bad. They had these like nude buckets. They were such a nice colour, and I got 2 and they've never brought them back. And I always come here and like hope that one day they'll have them back, but they don't. But yeah, just love a new bucket. There they are. That's the colour of them. But big ones. That's the colour of them. They were new. Okay, that wasn't meant to happen. Hiya. Hello. Nude buckets left, they're discontinued, so I think I was just lucky. I literally thought that was a person. I was literally lucky to get them when I got them, I think. I'm walking around here thinking, what do I need? There's absolutely nothing I need, nothing. But I'm telling myself that I need a new hay net, a new bucket. I really don't. I don't need any of it, to be totally honest. But you just can't come in these shops without buying anything. I feel like I'm going to get copyrighted with that music, so I'm going to go ahead and get my feed. But do I need any of this? I know I don't, but I'm very tempted right now. Just love these shops too much. They are actually my favourite. It's bad, but I love them. My mum is going to sit in the car and I'm going to come out and she's going to be like, what have you bought? Okay, where is Bailey's? Here we are. Colourful wall of Bailey's. What do I need? Please say they've got everything I need. Locale. Keep calm mash, great, and performance balancer. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to try and lift this all up now. Back at the yard. Managed to get 4 bales of wood chip. I've already got, I think, 4 bales in the storage. I should have 8, which should last me into January, hopefully. It's only Albie on wood chip, so yeah, I've got Creme and Boo on wood, straw, because Creme's quite dirty, so he's easier on straw. Boo's easy on straw, but Albie eats his straw and he's much dirtier on straw. Wood chip, I get him like mucked out easily. Like all Albie's life, he was always on wood chip. It was more I come to this yard. And it's very easy to get straw here. It's very accessible because we have it on the yard in like big bales that everyone shares, so it's a lot easier just to have straw. So Albie was actually on straw all summer, but he just kept eating the bed, so I just thought, you know what, through the winter I can't go through it. He was so messy because he ate all the bed, then the bed was just muck. There was nothing left, so he was having like a whole new bed every day. So he's on wood chip again. He always was. He's always worked on wood chip. So yeah, I'm gonna put these wood chips away in my storage, ready for stock up over Christmas. And I managed to stock up on loads of feed as well, which is, so I'm all done for Christmas because I don't want to be running out over Christmas. I'm just getting very prepared and ahead of myself, so I'm being organised for once. Trying to make my Christmas a bit easier, but yeah. If you didn't know, I've got a slip disc in my back, and I don't know how I lift these bowels because they are just, honestly, really not good for my issues, my problems. I've actually got 3 in here, so now I've got 7, I think, for Christmas. Should be fine. Hopefully that should last me about 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. Should take me into January. Hunter just sponsored me already. I mean, like, honestly. Ugh. Right now, my mum just had to rush off, so I just dropped all my stuff off, and now I need to go pick it all back up in the wheelbarrow. Yeah, if you was wondering, my life's always glam. I'll attach a photo on the screen of what I actually looked like last night. All glammed up, ready for Christmas in a nice little dress. And this is me, the morning after. Honestly guys, this is the reality of it really. My life isn't that glam. Sometimes I get a bit glammed up for work and that's about it. Back to wellies, a good old trusty extra dry. I love my horses. Oh. Okay, brought everything up to the stables. Now I need to unload the feed into the bins. Get it all sorted. Where am I putting this? Right. That's supplements. Oh. I really need to go home and eat something. Hungry. Cold. / hot. It's one of them days, you know. Slowly realising that I'm probably just moaning throughout this whole vlog about how I hate winter and contemplating having horses in the winter, and I've realised that I'm going to stop moaning, sorry. That is it. Get ready to watch a girl muck out a massive straw bed in the space of like 20 seconds. So I've never wanted to get home so much. Oh, I've been here hours, been feed shop and back, wherever else, and I'm so hungry. I'm on a mission to finish these jobs as quick as I can. So I can get home. Last one to do, bitch just got to do Crane's bed. Lay his bed, empty the wheelbarrow, and I'm done. Goodness, so yeah, chuck you on a time lapse and enjoy me mapping out. Another year goes round and I'm just as grateful for my hay gain. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's really hot. Ow. There is nothing better than that hot steamed hay in the winter, and it's so nice for the horses as well. Oh, it's just the best. If you can invest in a steamer, you can get them online. Like, you don't actually have to get this brand. I think my cousin's got hers on eBay, and she didn't pay a lot of money for her steamer at all, and it's just as good. But yeah, steaming hay is just amazing for the horses. Gets all the dust, all the germs, everything, the bacteria, everything out of it. I know it's such a difference. If I don't steam the boys' hay, they drink so much water, where obviously the hay's so dusty. And then when I steam, they barely drink any, so it definitely does work. But I'm pretty much finished, thank goodness. I'm gonna go home, get my dog, take her for a nice walk because she really needs to go out for a walk, make some lunch. And I've not really got much else to do today. I'm gonna go get some dinner and cook a nice dinner this evening, I think. But yeah. Baby girl, Bubbles, go walkies. Yeah. I don't actually know if Bubbles has been on my channel much before. She is my little dachshund dog, bless her. She's 14 years young, aren't you, darling? She's literally my little best friend, aren't you? Too cute. At the new place, I'm gonna have to put my phone in this car. I've got a new car, by the way, guys. I just upgraded my car. Basically got similar car to what I had, but like the Jeep version, so I've got a bit more of like a 4x4 now. So it's a bit bigger. But yeah, it's pretty similar to my old car, to be honest, but just the bigger version of it. It's the same colour and everything. I think when I brought it home, my dad was like, "You've just got the same car." I was like, "No, Dad, I haven't. It's actually a different car. It's just bigger." He was like, "I'm confused. It looks like you've just got the same car." Yeah, so I'm just going to meet my sister at the forest with Bubbles, and she's got my little nephew with her, Presley, and her 2 dogs. We're just going to walk them. The dogs love it up there because it's so like such a nice walk, and there's like a big path in the middle, so it's not too muddy. And it's, yeah, just a nice run for the dogs. But the weather today has just been very miserable. It's like, you know, that light rain that is like not raining, but it's like mist in the air, and it gets everything soaking wet. So like everywhere's soaking wet, but it's also not been like pouring down. It's just miserable, really miserable, quite frankly. Yeah, I've just been in Dubai. I went to Dubai in November. Follow me on Instagram again, you would have seen that. And it was stunning, and I've got to be honest, I contemplated moving there. I came home and I was like, why do I live in this country? It's actually so miserable. Apart from my horses, I think I would happily move to a sunny country, I've got to be honest. Like, yeah, I'd miss my family and I'd come home all the time to see them, but I think if I didn't have the horses, I definitely would consider moving to somewhere hot, because I'm just such a happier person when I wake up to the sun. I mean, I'm sure everyone is. But yeah, the winters here are getting longer and more of a slog every year, I think. To be honest, aren't they, Bubs? It's not nice going for walks in the cold. It's not nice, especially when it's cold and wet like today. But yeah, nice refreshing dog walk. Okay, Puzzles. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Where are we? Forest. You're in the forest? Which forest?
Oh, down.
What?
Down.
Down? What do you mean down? Grab your treats.
Bubbles.
Say Bubbles, come on. Say it. Say Bubbles.
Come.
Say Bubbles, come.
This is really good.
Are you holding Bubbles? Is it funny? Is it funny? Funny. Funny. Take Bubbles for a run.
Careful, what's we going?
Quick! Oh! Oopsies! Oopsies!
Turn around. Turn around. That's it! Good boy! You're so clever.
Ready? Come here. Can Auntie have kiss? Ready? No, kiss me. You can't have the camera. Come on. Come on. Ben, what did you say?
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Presley.
Bye, Daddy.
What about bye, Bubbles?
Bubble, bye, Bubble.
Can I have a kiss goodbye?
Bye.
Kiss. Kiss. Love you.
Love you.
Love you. Hi gang, I just got home. Oh, I'm so tired today, honestly. I'm such an old granny. One night out, getting home at like midnight, just absolutely kills me. It kills me off. I mean, I'm 24 and I'm saying that, I sound so boring. Thank God I've got a relationship because I mean, I don't think I'd be very appealing to many people. This boring. I just got some dinner on the way home from like my local garage. I think I'm just gonna do fajitas. They only had the cool ones though. I feel like they're not gonna have much flavour. So I don't know what they're gonna be like, but it will do. I'm gonna do some fajitas for dinner. Wrap some Christmas presents because I'm really trying to get ahead of like all my Christmas prep. So next week I've got such a busy week. I'm like taking my nephews to Lapland. It's my dad's birthday. I'm going to London International. So excited. My favourite show of the year. Literally my favourite horse show ever. If you're not horsey here, you probably won't know what that is, but yeah. What could you say it's equivalent to? It's like the equivalent to like maybe like a massive fashion show or something. That's how it feels for an equestrian girl. Yeah, I'm gonna get my PJs on, cook some dinner, put my LED mask on and wrap some Christmas presents. Tommy's not home yet, he's still at work, so he'll be home soon. And yeah, just have a chilled evening and an early night, I think, because I'm so tired. So boring, I know. Tomorrow we'll just be getting up and obviously going after the horses again. Need to go see my nan tomorrow as well, and the granddad, and do a few chores. So I'll obviously take you guys along with me. And I said earlier, but I'm gonna do a Q&A as well tomorrow. I've put some question boxes on both my Instagrams, my equestrian Instagram and my normal Instagram. So I'm gonna answer all your questions. Yeah, I'll do maybe like a little sit down in the car or like a drive with me or something. Well, actually, I won't be able to answer the questions whilst read the questions whilst driving, but I'll do like a little answer question Q&A with you guys. But yeah, maybe I'll stick you on a time lapse while I'm making dinner and show you the end result. But I mean, fajitas isn't very appealing. Not appealing. Fajitas isn't really aesthetically pleasing, but I'll show you how it looks at the end. This is my gorgeous Christmas tree, by the way, guys. I mean, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my Christmas tree, but yeah, just how beautiful is she. I went for burgundy theme, colour of the season really, isn't it? With a little touch of cream and gold. I've been planning her for many months. The tree skirt is like my favourite thing ever. It's all from Balsam Hill. The decorations aren't. The decorations are literally like a mix of everywhere. I mean, this is from the range. This is from my local garden centre, the range. Home Bargains. This is like a personalised one of us a few years ago with little bubbles. I've left her at my mum's tonight. I'll bring her home tomorrow. Yeah, this little personalised one. I think I got this in like a shopping centre. And yeah, they're all a mix. Like, I think the range again. This is from another local garden centre. How bloody cute are they? But yeah, just love my tree. Like, she's never coming down. She's staying up for like as long as I can leave it. She like makes the room so homely. I'm refusing to take her down. She just fits in this like slot so beautifully. Yeah, she's staying. cheese, cucumber, some dips, wraps. The heaters are ready. Good morning, guys. I hope you can see me from the angle I put you on. Literally stuck in the windscreen. It is currently 7:45 in the morning, and I'm just driving. Well, I'm half ready. My hair's done. That's why it's like tied back like this to keep it curly. My makeup's done, but I need to change my clothes when I get home. So we're going to Lapland UK today, and I thought, you know what? I'm in the mix of a vlog that I've not finished yet. Still got to do the Q&A. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about that. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take you along with me. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film because I'm taking my 3 nephews. So, I mean, there's a lot of adults to be fair, but it's usually all hands on deck trying to control the 3 of them, 3 little toddlers. But we've been for the last 2 years, and do you know what? It's the most special little place. Like, I love it so much. I feel like a child when I go there. I feel like I'm like literally living in like the North Pole. When I go there, it's so special. Like, if you ever get a chance to go, I know it's really, really hard to get tickets, but we managed to get some last minute tickets for this day. It was literally the only date and the only time. That's why we're leaving super early. So we're meant to be leaving at 8. I think I'm going to get home just at 8, and I've just got to quickly change my outfit. So should be roughly on time, maybe a 5-10 minutes overtime. But yeah, we're going there today. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take my camera and show you what we get up to. Hopefully I'll be able to film some of it. But yeah, it's just such a lovely day. It's all like snowy, and the elves are just amazing, like the way they play the part, and it's just so magical. Like, I'm sure if you've been, you will know what I mean, or if you haven't been, one day you'll experience it. But yeah, every year it gets more special because the boys get a little bit older. So I've got 3 nephews. My brother's got 2 sons, and my sister has got 1 son. So 2 of them are actually literally the same age, bar 3 months apart, and then the other one is a year younger. So yeah, every year they get older, they understand it a bit more. So my sister's little boy has started to understand who Santa is. So when you say Santa, he goes, "Santa, where are you?" So yesterday I whispered in his ear and I said, "Tomorrow we're going to see Santa." And he just looked at me and giggled. I don't know if he understood, but I could tell that he found it really funny that I whispered it in his ear. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's literally like a week before. Oh my God, it's a week today until Christmas. I mean, perfect day to go because it's a very Christmassy thing that we're doing today. But I'm literally I'm so ready for Christmas. Like, I've been really organised my shopping. I've finished my shopping totally. Got a bit more wrapping to do and I'm done, which I'm so happy with myself because normally I'm still wrapping Christmas Eve. Still, like, haven't got all my presents sorted. So I am pretty sorted this year, but I just don't feel like it's Christmas. I feel like it should be like September, October. I can't believe how quick this year has gone. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I think that's half the reason why I've almost like not done Vlogmas, not done any Christmassy vlogs, because I'm like, I don't feel like it's Christmas. Like, I love Christmas as well. Like, I'm literally like Mrs. Claus. Anything Christmas. Like, my house was decorated for Christmas early start of November. But yeah, I'm just mentally not really there yet. But then I say this every year, and I think it's just because I'm getting older and it's getting less magical for when you're older. I loved Christmas as a kid and like how magical and special it was. So maybe it's just because I'm getting older and it's not as, you know, special for adults now. But yeah, looking forward to today. And then this week is just like the Christmas rush now, really, isn't it? Tomorrow it's my dad's birthday, so we're going out for dinner for that to a local restaurant. And Friday, what am I doing Friday? No plans as of yet, actually. Do you know what? That actually was going to be a horsey vlog, but it's changed. We was going to a show, but change of plan. But the weather's a bit miserable this week, I'm not going to lie. And then I've got a busy weekend of going to the London Horse Show. But yeah, so excited for London Horse Show. I'm actually going Saturday and Sunday this year. I always normally go like a few days because I just love it so much, and it's so close to my home. It's literally like 20 minutes away from me, so it's so convenient. So I'm literally going Saturday evening and then going back Sunday morning. So that will be really fun. Really looking forward to that. And yeah, so we've got a fun weekend planned, and then it's Christmas. Crazy, literally crazy that it's Christmas. Can't believe it. But yeah, I better stop chatting and get indoors to get changed. My sister's going to be moaning at me that I'm the one that's late, even though she's probably late anyway. And we'll be on our way to Lapland UK. Where are we going?
We're going to see Santa.
That was Alexander.
Are we going to see Santa? No, you can't have my camera.
Mine.
It's mine. It's mine.
Mine.
It's not yours. Show us your hat! Show us your elf hat!
Well, we'll have to do something about that, won't we?
So we didn't want to be going on, sis.
Follow the 3 R's. Recycle to make new. Reduce our waste. Reuse.
Thank you. Chili High's big folk. What's your name?
Santa's station.
You have a beautiful name.
One sweet, is it else?
Doing your gingerbread? Joshi? Doing your gingerbread?
Oh, look, it's
Wow, you're decorating it.
Do you want to eat it?
Good afternoon, guys. I have literally just got home from having a hydrofacial. My skin after a hydrofacial, I mean, obviously I've got a couple of like open pores and spots where they like open your any spots that they can see under the skin. They basically pop them so they come to the surface. But I just love the way hydrofacial makes my skin feel. Like, honestly, it's like silk. Oh, it's just the best. I went to Haylands Beauty in Buckasteel, which is in Essex. If you are in the Essex area, please go there for a beauty treatment because it is the most beautiful salon. I literally want to live there. Like I said to the girls, I was like, I want my house to look like this. It's so beautiful. Like, even the bathroom and the toilet that you can use is just like the dream bathroom, basically. But yeah, last time I picked up my camera was at Lapland. I don't know how much I got to film, I'm going to be honest. It was a hectic day, like 3 toddlers running around Lapland. One didn't want to listen to the workshop, one did. Yeah, it was a lot, you know, a lot, but it was really fun. Like, Lapland is just so magical. It's so special and beautiful. But yeah, let's get on to Q&A. I did a little question box on my Instagram accounts, my question and my normal, just asking like any questions people would like to know answered on my YouTube, and I said I'd answer them on here, so that's what I'm gonna do. It is currently Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to London International. I'm so excited. I love that show so much. Let's start with my main Instagram account with some of the questions I've got on there. First one is, where would you like to visit that you haven't been before? Do you know what, there's a few places that are on my bucket list that I really would love to go to. I think the main one would be like Bora Bora or Fiji Islands. I would absolutely love to go to one of those. Like, they look so amazing and tropical and beautiful. And I'd also really love to go to Lapland, like the real Lapland. I was just speaking to the lady that did my facial actually, and she was saying it's so amazing, like the husky rides, sleeping in the igloos, like with the snow. I just love Christmassy winter stuff like that, and I just think I would really love Lapland, like the real Lapland. So yeah, I think 2 totally different holidays, but one being a very cold winter holiday and the other one being a very hot tropical holiday. But yeah, they're some places that I'd like to see. I would love to also do a safari. I just don't know where, when, or who with. My boyfriend's not the type that would want to do a safari, I'm going to be honest. I don't think he'd enjoy a safari. I don't think it's a bit of him at all. So, I mean, my dad absolutely loves animals, and I think my dad would love to do a safari. So I think at some point in my life, it would be really lovely to do something like that with my mum and dad. I just don't know at what point in my life I'm going to book that, but it's on the list. Lots of please post more day in the life vlogs, eating, gym routine, etc. I promise my New Year's resolution is to just show you all as much as I possibly can. I'm 100% going to do this. Like, I'm just going to try and pick up my vlogging camera every week if I can, and even if it's just not with the horses and I'm just on my daily whereabouts, I'm going to pick it up. I promise I'm going to try. I think I probably said this last year. I promise I'm going to try this year to actually be good at this. Harold is my dog, bless Bubbles. She is 14 now. I actually got her for Christmas 14 years ago. She was the best present ever. My brothers got me her. They gave me a big cardboard. I asked for a dog for literally a year. Like every day I used to post-it notes all around the house. Please get Tally a dog. If you didn't know, my nickname's Tally, by the way. So everyone that knows me, all my family and my friends, I'm just known as Tally. Please get Tally a dog. I used to set everyone's screensavers on their phones. I used to log into their phone, write on like notes, please get Tally a dog, and then set it as their screensaver. Like, that's how obsessed I was. My dad and mum was like adamant. They said to me, no way, we're not getting another dog. Like, we've already lost our dog. We're not doing that again. And I really didn't think I was getting one. And then on Christmas morning, my brothers gave me a big cardboard box and just stuck a bit of wrapping paper over the top of it, and they were like, sorry, we've not properly wrapped your present. We're not very good at that. So I didn't think anything of it, and I was just like, oh, this is a joke present, isn't it? Because the box was so light. And as I ripped it off, it was a little tiny dachshund puppy. And honestly, I remember that moment so clearly. I burst into tears. I was only about, how old was I? 14 years ago. I was 10. I'm 24 now, so yeah, I was 10. And the moment I see that little dog, oh, she was the smallest little thing, and bless her, she's grown so big. She was meant to be a miniature dachshund. And don't get me wrong, she's got miniature features, like her legs are literally this big. So like, she's definitely got mini features, but she grew this long. And she's very, very overweight, bless her. So she's like half a mini, half a not. She was sold as a mini, but they obviously sold us wrong, because she's definitely not a mini if you see the size of her, bless her. But yeah, she's 14. I love that little dog so much. Honestly, I pray every night that I can just have her as long as possible, because I can't bear the thought of losing her. Like, she is just my little world. I'm actually going to go take her on a walk in a minute. Also, my phone charm. So many people ask me this. I've not actually got it on. This phone case from the same place. They're all from this brand, chores. It's a Spanish brand on Instagram. They're on Instagram and online, obviously. And that's where I get my little gummy bear chain from, and this case and stuff. The best for phone accessories. I question Instagram now. And there are a few questions. So the first one is worst fall that I've ever had. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't like saying this because it's just not something I want to say. Touch wood, I can't count that many that I've had. But I've definitely had a few. When I was younger, I used to loan a little pony when I was really young, when I first started riding, and I went out hacking with her, and she put her head down like a little naughty pony to eat the grass, and I was too little, so I was trying to pull her up, and she was so strong that as I pulled, I basically tumbled over the top of her neck and rolled on the floor, and I landed on my arm, and I didn't break my arm, but I sprained my arm. But I like to tell people that I fractured my arm. I wasn't in cast or anything. I was in like a bandage for ages, and I never forgot that fall. I didn't really hurt myself, but I was young and I really was upset, and I really hurt my arm, and I definitely went to hospital, and they definitely said it's just sprained and it's gonna heal and you'll be fine. But that was one of my falls. I can't really name many other that I can think of. I've got to be honest, I've got a tendency of landing on my feet, which is great because I'm not hurting myself. I don't know how I do it though. People say it to me whenever they've actually seen me fall. They're like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I somehow flip my body over. Like, I've only ever had one fall on Creme, touch wood. I actually posted it on my Instagram. He stopped at a jump and I literally just flew over the top of him and just landed on my feet. I was like, hi, I'm fine. And the amount of times I've done that on Albie when he's thrown a stop in at a jump, like always I used to just roll down his neck onto my feet and be like, okay, back on again. But yeah, thankfully I really don't like saying this, but can't count that many. But yeah, the only one I can really remember is when I was young and I tumbled off my first little pony. And then others, like I said, yeah, most of them are just landing onto my feet, and it's normally when a horse has stopped at a jump. But apart from that, touch wood, I think we're all good. Do you work out in order to be fit for horse riding? Do you know what, that's a really interesting one, because I used to go to the gym and then go and ride my horses, and I've got a very, very bad slip disc in my back, in my lower back, and it plays me up so badly. So when I was playing polo last year, in the summer this year, my back was in pieces from polo, because you have to use your upper leg and you have to be out the saddle, and that is just the worst position for my back. Like, I was in so much pain. The morning of my match, the tournament that we had, I literally had a physio come around to my house, and I was like, you need to somehow do a miracle here, because I cannot play polo like this. Like, I'm crippled. So yeah, I had to stop the gym a couple of years ago now. I've stopped doing HIIT classes. I used to do all the HIIT classes, running, boxing. I loved it so much. Like, it was just part of my daily routine. I loved it. But I just can't do that anymore. Like, it used to leave me crippled. That with horse riding, because horse riding isn't great for my back. So I had to choose one, and obviously I chose the horses. So now I just do Pilates, which reformer Pilates, which at the minute is fine. It's really helping my back. And then obviously I ride the horses. But Pilates really helps that with my strength, my core, which you need massively for when riding horses. So yeah, I'm just focusing on my toning and my strength really with Pilates, and then the horses are like my cardio as such, because every day I leave that stables I'm like sweating, where it's so much like manual labour, is that the right word? You know what I mean, pushing wheelbarrows, mucking out, like that's my cardio. I don't need any more than that. But yeah, that's all I do workout wise now. I used to do a lot more, and it used to burn me out. It was a lot. Favourite equestrian clothing brands? This is easy for me. I absolutely love Holland & Cooper Equestrian. Lemieux does amazing riding clothes, so comfy, and Aztec Diamond. Their leggings are insane. They're core leggings, I think they're called. They are just the comfiest things. They go in the wash, they wash out fine. They wash really well, and they've got good pockets, good like grip on the bum and on the knees. Yeah, I do love Aztec Diamond. Whatever. Pom Equestrian is lovely as well. Pomme, that's a really nice equestrian brand. I've recently tried a new equestrian brand called Equidae, which is really nice. Equidae at Equidae. That's a really smart equestrian brand. They do this like little jacket that's got like this really soft fluff on the inside, and it's so warm and cozy. That's a really nice brand. I don't think I can think of any off the top of my head, but yeah, like the main ones are probably Aztec, Lemieux, Holland and Cooper. Like Holland and Cooper breeches are just so smart and beautiful. Lemieux, the best of everything. Like their sweatshirts, their hoodies, their coats, their socks, everything is just the best. Looking at getting a Shetland, what's Boo's routine, i.e. turning out food, walks, etc.? That's really interesting actually, because a lot of people ask me actually about Albie and Boo. So Boo, do you know what? He's actually such an easy good doer, and he just goes along with my horses. I'm aware that obviously Shetlands do put on weight a lot easier, and I do have to be careful, but he kind of does what Albie does, if I'm honest. Whatever Albie does, Boo does. They're very much joined at the hip. So last year when I didn't know Albie had EMS, well before I knew Albie had EMS, Boo just went out in the field just like Albie did overnight in the summer, come in the day, had a bit of hay. That was that. Like, he's fine. He gets a bit tubby, and then he loses a bit of weight, and then he gets a bit tubby again. Like, he eats what he can, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he's got a small tummy, he only eats what he can. Don't get me wrong, he is greedy. Sorry guys, I ran out battery on my camera, which was annoying because I thought I had full battery. Well, I did, but it ran out. So I'm home with my little bubbles. So I thought I'd just finish the Q&A here because I had to come indoors to get a new battery. Okay, I'm literally sitting on the floor. This is like the weirdest place for me to do a Q&A, but it's fine. It works. Yeah, so going back to Crow. Boo. So, yeah, so now Albie's got EMS. Boo literally did what he did. Boo literally did what Albie did in the summer. Albie was in like a sectioned off area at the top of the field, which had less grass in, had soaked hay, and that's what Boo did. He did the same with Albie. Because I just thought, one, I didn't want Albie to be up there on his own and feel like, why am I separated? Albie's such a first child, like I worry so much about what he thinks. And he loves Boo, so it's just nice for him to have a bit of company from Boo. And I just thought, you know what, Boo's a Shetland, he needs to lose a bit of weight, so he could do with being off the grass a little bit. So yeah, that's what Boo does. At the minute, my horses in the winter, they go out in the morning when I get there at like 9:30. They get brought in at about 2-3 p.m. Boo just goes out in his own little grass paddock. He has a normal amount of grass pretty much. And he comes into one hay net of hay, which literally one hay net lasts Boo like 2 days, bless him. And he has half a cup of low cow balancer from Bailey's Horse Feeds, morning and night. So 1 cup for the whole day, so half for the morning, half for the night. And that seems to work. I think the balancer really helps because it's such a good feed, so low calories, so low sugar and starch, that keeps him at a good level weight. He is a bit on the tubby side at the minute, and because he's not clipped, he's like so fluffy, so he looks even bigger, and everyone's like to me, wow, he's put on weight, and I'm like, wait till this hair gets clipped off and you'll say something different. But he is quite overweight, I'm not gonna lie. What breed is Creme? So Creme is a Scottish warm blood cross an Akhalteki. An Akhalteki is a Turkish sport horse, so he's technically warm blood cross sport horse, but the Akhaltekis are like a Turkish breed. They come in like a very rare Perlino colour, which is where Creme gets like his lovely shine from in the summer. On his coat, if you look at him, he has like this like golden shimmer to him. Yeah, so quite an unusual breed actually. When I first put a deposit on him, I was told he was an Irish sport horse because that's what I ideally wanted. And then when he came over from Ireland, the lady was like, oh, I'm sorry, I've actually just got his passport. He's actually got an Anglo-European stud book passport, so this is his breeding, something a bit different. And I was like, well, it's too late now, I like him. It is what it is. But yeah, that's what breed he is, something quite rare. But I've actually seen quite a few of them on Facebook now, like, so they are around, but Creme's dad is actually not up for stud anymore. He was brought as a personal horse for someone, and I think he now just lives like a very luxurious life. He's a very gorgeous horse. If you type in the golden horse on Google, that's Creme's dad. He is literally so beautiful. And next question, what new car have you got? Is it the same as your old one? I have actually got a new car. It is the same. The car I'm in actually now is a courtesy car because something's getting sorted on the new car. But the car I've got is, sorry, my big knee's like in the camera. The car I've got is basically the bigger version of what I had. I had like a smaller car, and I've just got the Jeep version of it, so it's a bit bigger, so I can fit more stuff in. It's a bit easier with the horses because I've always got so much stuff in my boot and stuff. So yeah, I have got a new car. So that's, yeah, it's just, it does look pretty similar to my old car, to be honest. It's just literally bigger. Everything else is the same. Riding and confidence tips. That's a really interesting one. You're probably speaking to the wrong person because I am Mrs. Not Confident. But no, do you know what? Confidence comes with time and training. A lot of training and effort really helps. Like, the amount of times I'm so nervous, like when I go into a training session and then I leave that training session, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I conquer the world. Like, if I have a lesson the day before I have a show, I'm fine, or even a couple of days before. If I go into a show without any training, my mind's gone. Like, I can't even function. I remember before I went to Hicksted, actually, I had a really, really good, successful training session, literally 3 days before or something. And I was adamant I was getting this training session in because I was like, I'm not going to Hicksted unless I do it because I know I'm not going to be able to go there and compete. Like, I'll just be a nervous wreck. And the whole way round, it made such an impact. Like, my first round at Hicksted, I was so proud of. Like, everything I did in that round, I thought about, and I thought of everything that I was taught in that lesson. Just little things like, my instructor said, you know, hi, hello, sit here then. No, no licking, just sit here. Sit here. Okay then. Yeah, my instructor said to me, like, you're not trying to win the Grand Prix here, like, don't just go for it if he's on the wrong leg, like, come back to trot, correct yourself, and then go for it. And I was like, really? I didn't think I should do that. He was like, no, he said, why would you not do that? He's like, I always correct my horses, like, and I compete in some big classes, and I was like, okay. And I remember literally landing from fence 1, and Creme was on the wrong leg, and I had to do basically turn a corner and come back on myself. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to come back to trot. I came back to trot, regrouped, and I jumped number 2 so nicely. Like, I would have just gone at that on a wrong leg and think, I've just got to get around it as quick as I can and just get out of this ring. Like, whereas I really thought about it. And I remember coming out of that round, like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I thought about everything. I spoke to myself. Even, like, distances, I struggle with a lot. And I've really, like, learned how to ride distance now. And just even like my last training session that I had a couple of months ago now, actually, I've not jumped for quite a while. It was so educational, and like I really learned how to ride a distance and what to do at a distance. And I never really knew, like, once you landed from a jump and you've got another jump that's 6 strides in front of you, that you should push or you should pull. Like, I never know which to do. And my instructor was like, you need to land, give a little kick, and then let him breathe. Like, don't give him too much. When you give him too much, that's when he has to chip in and help you out, like he's confused. And I remember landing from this jump, giving one little kick on and literally just letting him go, like I barely even touched his mouth. And it was probably one of the best distances I've ever rode. Like, training is so important, and that made me so confident. I was like, do you know what, I'd like to go to a show tomorrow. Like, I feel like I can ride a course now. Like, it makes such a difference. Like, training is so important. Don't ever be embarrassed to ask for help. Don't ever be embarrassed to get help. Like, the biggest show jumpers in the world, I'm sure they get training sessions and help. Like, everyone needs it. Confidence will only come with time. Like, if I look back at me when I first got Creme, I did not know what I was doing. I'd gone from my very easygoing little pony Albie to this big 16-hand horse that I had to do a lot with. Like, I've done a lot with Creme since I got him, really. He didn't do much. He was very weak. He needed a lot of schooling. If you look back at when I first jumped Creme on, like, one of my first vlogs, like, he was jumping across pole. Like, he literally came up to it and, like, went to one leg and then, like, over with another leg. Like, his jumping was not, it was nowhere near, like, what it's like now. Like, and then even the mid area of when I had Creme, like, halfway in between, probably, like, my first camp, actually, if I look back now, my first ever show, I used to just bomb him round that ring. Like, I had zero, no, I didn't have not control, actually, that's a lie. I didn't not have control. He used to just bomb round, like, so quick, so fast. And when I look back now, I'm like, oh my God, that's so not how I should have rode. But I've learned from that, and that's gave me so much more confidence. Because now when I go into a ring, don't get me wrong, I'm still a nervous wreck, because that's just me in life anyway. When I go into a ring, I tell myself to breathe, come back to trot, half halt, come back. Like, I have so much more control now. Like, Creme goes around a ring very much, da-dun, 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 like, before it was like Speedy Gonzalez, like, crazy. Sometimes I watch back some of the videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that is so dangerous. Like, what am I doing? But you only learn from that, and you only get a better rider without looking back at your mistakes and what you do. Yeah, it will only come with time. Trust the process, trust your horse. That's another thing. I never have trust in Creme, and that's the worst thing. I'm bad at that, and when I do have trust in him, we go and do so well. And that's been a massive thing for me this year. Like, my friend Sarah really taught me that when she started to ride Creme for me when I was off injured. She was like, this horse isn't going to do what you're saying it's going to do. You're making pretty much him do that because you're thinking that. And, like, she got on so confident, and he used to just do anything she asked him to. And I just thought, you know what, it is me. Like, I need to just relax and trust he's going to help me out and he's going to do it. So, yeah, that's sort of my advice and what I can give you. And yeah, pretty much. Last question is, do you struggle to juggle life with your horses? Do you know what? I do and I don't. I used to a lot, and then I found my routine that worked for me, and I was absolutely fine. When I first got Creme, I was fine, and then probably the first winter that I had Creme, I was a bit like, this is hard. because I had 3 horses all in different areas of the yards because we wasn't fully settled yet and I didn't have a proper space at the yard yet because I'd only just got Creme. And I was trying to ride Creme, keep this new big horse fit because he needed to stay and work. Albie needed to be in work. It was a lot. I'd probably say I've now found my routine-ish, sort of got it together. I'll be honest, I still haven't found a way to exercise both horses and do all the chores in one day. It doesn't really happen very often. Sometimes in the summer I do, because when they're living out I have less chores to do, but I do everything myself. I'm very much DIY. I don't have anyone look after the horses for me. So I had to get there, do all the chores, then ride 2 horses. I'd be there for 5 hours and I just don't have 5 hours to do that. So yes, I do find it hard in the aspect of like, it's time consuming, it's a lot to deal with, it's a lot of pressure. I can't wake up one day and think, oh, it's cold outside, I fancy a day in. That doesn't happen for me. Like, I can't just ring someone and be like, can you go do my horses for me? You know, it has to be pre-booked if I really need someone to do it for me. So like, yeah, life, it is hard to juggle life with it, to be honest. Life's busy as well, like it is for most people. But equally, like I said, I found my routine, and sometimes in the winter I do just try and not put pressure on myself, which is what I've done this winter, and just said to myself, you know what, looking after my horses is most important to me. You know, my career isn't to show jump or compete or anything. My horses are my hobby and my fun, and looking after them is more important than riding right now. So sometimes in the winter I think that's the motto I have to live by, and my horses are having a couple of months off because I generally just don't have the time to do both. Hopefully when it gets to January, life's a bit more calmer and chilled, I'll be back on, and then once I get into that routine works for however long, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I have got it, sorry, I was literally just swallowed my chewing gum and choked. I have kind of got it under control, kind of know how to juggle it all now, but it's took a while, like it would for anyone, you know. It's a lot to deal with, it's a lot to look after. I say to people, and I think people with children probably look at me and think like, how can you compare? But I say it's like having children. Like, my horses have to be fed, they have to be watered, they have to be, their beds have to be made every day, just like a child's bed has to be made. They have to have their coats on, just like a child has to have their coats on. I can't just think, oh, I'll leave them today, they'd starve. Like, I can't do that. So they are like having children. I think that's one of the reasons that I'm quite maternal, and I love like my nephews and stuff, because I've got that feeling with my horses. Like, my horses are the first thing I think of when I wake up in the morning. You know, I check my cameras, have they had their breakfast, have they been fed, are they okay? I check the cameras in the night, you know, like, are they okay, they haven't got their rugs caught on their hay nets, or, you know, they've not hurt themselves, they've not escaped. That's like my worst nightmare. Yeah, and obviously I don't have my horses at home. I imagine having your horses at home is probably a lot easier in some aspects, but I don't have that, so I do have to travel to see them every day, which obviously even more time added. So yeah, it's a lot to deal with, but equally I love them, and I do it because I love them. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's my little princess. She's so cute. But yeah, so that's it for me on the Q&A front. I hope you enjoyed. I should do more of these for sure. And like I said, the new year, new me. I'm definitely going to pick up my camera a lot more and try and vlog as much as I possibly can. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm going to leave this vlog here now because I think I've been filming for like nearly a week now. And I need to edit it and get it up before Christmas, which is going to be a fun task. So bye everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because I'm going to be coming on the channel more next year. Do you want to come on the channel more? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in 2025, I think now. I think this is going to be my last vlog of 2024. What on earth? But yeah, see you in the new year. Thank you for all the amazing support that you've given me, even when I have been quite bad and had a couple of months off of vlogging and then come back, and had a couple of months off and then come back. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the new year. Thank you for all the support. Thank you all so much for the support that you've given, and the follows, the likes, the comments, the subscribes, just everything. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the new year. Goodbye. Bye.